Manga-Waido.
I'm Tomoya Okawa. I'm running a business for otakus with my childhood friend Naoki Kato. It's quite profitable and the business is going well so far. It's all thanks to Naoki's otaku intuition and his attentive customer support. Otaku understand the feelings of otaku best, that they do. This is what he always says. This is our third year running business. We've already saved up enough money to move out of our parents' house and live on our own, but we still live at home. I'm comfortable at my parents' house, and most importantly, I have plenty of collections I've gathered over the years. So I can't move so easily. Of course, my parents aren't picky either. Probably because I put money in the house. Tomoya! My beloved Lilina-chan's DVD box has arrived! Okay, I get it. We have to have a meeting first. I'll get the best drink from the kitchen then. It's the usual coffee, right? Well, it does taste good. Naoki doesn't want to leave his parents' house either. Like me, he feels comfortable in his room surrounded by the otaku goods and manga he's collected over the years. Besides, most of our work can be done online, and we both live close to each other. It's not like we need to go out of our way to rent an office. Naoki and I were both thinking, when we make more money and hire more people, we'll set up an office and move out of the house. Then one day…
Excuse me?
Something noisy downstairs. I thought I heard someone running up the stairs, and suddenly the door opened.
Ah, there you are, Naoki-san.
Auntie? Hey, Naoki, it's your aunt. Naoki's aunt, who lives in the neighborhood, came over with a red face. Aunt, what is it? Naoki took off his headphones, asked back with a shocked look on his face, and his aunt yelled at him.
I knew you were still at home. It's time for you to get out of the house and start working. Didn't you graduate from college already?
I work from home!
Don't lie. You're watching that disgusting anime again. People like you are called NEETs, right? They said so on the TV show.
It's not a disgusting anime. I'm not watching it for fun. That's right, we were doing research for our next job.
I don't want to hear your excuses. I don't want to stay at home NEET like you in my neighborhood.
I heard his aunt's son, Eita, says, I want to be just like my brother Naoki. Eita, now in his first year of high school, was a good boy who always greeted me whenever he saw me. Recently, I noticed that he started wearing a keychain of an anime character on his back. Apparently, he has come to respect Naoki as his otaku master, and his aunt can't tolerate that.
My Eita has a brilliant son who goes to an elite high school. I don't want him to become a reclusive NEET like you.
That's a false accusation. It's not like Naoki's been talking to Eita-kun.
Shut up! Just having Naoki-san in the neighborhood is a bad influence. Creepy otakus are nothing but a nuisance. Get a job and get out of here.
I have never told Eita to be like me. I sometimes talk about manga and anime, but I do not go into depth about his career path or future. We were not NEETs to begin with. We're working, and we were just in a business meeting. You're interrupting our work, so please leave.
What? Hey!
Naoki and I managed to drive her away and sprinkled salt on her. But his aunt wasn't the type to give up after just this one time. After that, she often came and called us things like NEET, nerd, and gross work.
You're home again today?
I told you, we're working here. Oh, it's almost time for our online meeting, so I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't make such a racket.
You're going to talk to those lame otakus anyway, aren't you? That's why you NEETs are so bad. It's unhealthy to stay home on a beautiful day like this instead of working outside. It's a disgrace to the family.
We aren't NEETs. We are true warriors and remote workers who master the two-dimensional.
Oh my, the way you talk is disgusting too. If you live in my neighborhood, you'll pass the otaku germs onto Eita.
That kind of germ doesn't exist in this world. You're right! Otakus are the ones who fall into the swamp that appears one day as if it just appears out of nowhere.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You really are disgusting.
No, I'm speaking Japanese. It's fine, Naoki. Let's have the online meeting at my place. I just got a message from the other party saying they'll be 10 minutes late, so it's perfect. Understood!
Wait, don't run away. Listen to me.
We ended up having to move from one meeting place to another because of his aunt. It's getting really annoying, so I think it's a good time for us to set up an office and get out of each other's houses. that might be the way to go. The day after we had that conversation. What, Aunt, what are you doing? Hey, that's Naoki's prized possession.
Having things like this is the reason why you won't leave the house.
When I returned to get the materials, Naoki's aunt was about to destroy the glass case that contained his precious collection. I stopped her just in time, and the goods were safe, but she really tried doing a terrible thing. I wondered why she was able to come in without permission, but it seems that Naoki's mother believed her when she said she had something to return and let her in. Aunt, this is a criminal act! I don't care how close you are to me.
You're still a NEET because you have this disgusting thing in your house. I was just trying to get rid of it. Just get rid of this stuff.
Do you know how much this thing costs, Aunt?
It's probably like 500 yen.
Here's the current price for this figurine.
What?
When I looked it up on my phone and showed it to her, her aunt's eyes turned into dots. That's right, a single figurine costs about the monthly salary of a salaryman. We have enough income to buy this! If you understand, please don't nag us anymore!
This can't be.
You still can't believe you work and earn money? Then please look at this.
Huh?
Here are the tax return forms. Anne took the form, stared at it for a few minutes, and then slumped down with a blank expression. She was probably surprised at the amount. I just had a meeting with my tax advisor and got a copy of it.
Tax advisor?
Paying taxes is a duty of every citizen, that it is.
Company? You actually work?
That's what we keep telling you over and over again. We are partners running a company.
Running a company?
By the way, Naoki earns the same amount of money. Now you understand that we're not a NEET, but a true samurai! People make fun of you because you say things like that. We got rid of her aunt who froze with her mouth open. We finally regained our peace. After that, we got a contract for an office that we had been considering for a while. Rented an apartment near our workplace and left our parents' house. We thought we wouldn't be called a NEET or a shut-in anymore, but about a month later.
I'm sorry. Naoki-san, come back.
He received a mysterious call from his aunt asking for help. I heard that after we left home, his aunt's son, Eita-kun. Why'd you kick out my brother, Naoko? He was giving me advice on how to become a manga artist! And snapped. You were doing that too? I was just sharing my accumulated knowledge with Eita. I'm honored if it was useful. She called her every day for help. Eita's out of control, please come back. Naoki and I were fed up with his aunt. When he rejected the call, she even started calling his office landline. So he had no choice but to go back to his parents' house to deal with his aunt. Aunt, please give Eita an online environment. I will give him as much manga advice as I can through the internet.
But they say the internet is bad for your studies.
Eita once complained that he can't even get a smartphone or video game. As a parent, I understand your concern about giving your child an internet environment, but without one, he'll be behind the times. That's right, Auntie. You must have more faith in Eita. Don't worry, Eita is a smart and upright boy, so he will never fall into darkness.
Right. It's true that there's no one as pure as Eita. I have to believe in him.
After that, Eita got a computer and started showing his drawings online to Naoki for advice. A few months later, Naoki told me that the manga he posted online became popular, and he got quite a few followers and seemed to be having a lot of fun. Oh yeah, about the aunt.
I'm sorry. I misunderstood you and did terrible things.
That's no problem, but more importantly, Auntie, I heard that you are good at sewing. Is that true?
Yeah, I used to work in clothing, and I still sew when we remake clothes. What about that?
Fantastic! Now, I have a favor to ask you, if you don't mind.
A favor?
I need you to make me a cosplay costume!
What?
His aunt must have felt guilty about what she had done to Naoki. Or perhaps she was simply happy to be able to show off her dressmaking skills. Naoki asked her to do it, and she did as she was told, despite being perplexed and made a cosplay costume. This business hit the jackpot, too.
I'm sorry for calling you an otaku and making fun of you. But this costume and this one are so cute and worth making.
Isn't it? Next time I'll ask you to do this for me.
Leave it to me.
The costumes his aunt made, the attention to detail is beyond an otaku. Well, she looks like she's having fun, so I guess it's okay. After all, it brought smiles to everyone's faces. Eita seems to enjoying talking about otaku stuff with his aunt. And he's smiling more than ever. And he's smiling more than before. I hope he can continue to have fun in the future. Let's do our best, Naoki.